Hello bookworms, welcome to another video. Today's book review is Queen of Myth and Monsters by Scarlett St. Clair. I like this one with Isolde's hands on the front and a butterfly and the gold leaves everywhere. The other one was with red from A King of Battle and Blood with red and black. Red and black and gold are his colors. Rye, come here. Come here. I will put the link for King of Battle and Blood in the description. If you haven't read book one, you should check it out first before you read Queen of Myth and Monsters. This book is still Adrian and Isolde's story, and the chapters go back and forth from Isolde's point of view and Adrian's point of view, although mostly from her point of view. I will read the back for you. This is where some spoilers come in if you haven't read book one yet. Isolde, newly coronated queen, has finally found a king worthy of her in the vampire Adrian. But their love for each other has cost Isolde her father and her homeland. With two opposing goddesses playing mortals and vampires against one another, Isolde is uncertain who her allies are in the vampire stronghold of Revica. Now, as politics in the Red Palace grow more underhanded, inexplicable monster attacks plague the villages and deadly crimson mist threatens all of Cordova. Isolde must trust in the bond she's formed with Adrian, even as she learns troubling information about his complicated past. This again is another 18 plus. There are explicit scenes in it, and to be honest, I think there are too many. Like, I get it, you guys are in love, but there are, in my opinion, a little too many overly detailed love scenes. There did not need to be that many. It seems like every time they get together, they have sex. And I mean, you could put that in the book, but you don't have to give us detailed descriptions of every time they have sex. I also don't understand why they describe, and this is a girl author, lady authors, I don't get it. Why do they describe women's breasts as being heavy? I don't think that is an attractive way to put it. Say that they are full or lush or plump. I don't know. Heavy seems saggy to me, in my opinion. I say that a lot, in my opinion, because I don't want... Everyone's opinion is different. You can judge how you like. But, yeah. I found them... And I like romance books that are smutty. This is definitely smut. But this one was a little different. So the main characters are obviously Isolde, Adrian. There's some few other minor characters that play a major role, like Killian, Anna, Derek. Derek is Adrian's general. Killian is Isolde's commander from her home country, who's stuck around for loyalty's sake. Anna is Adrian's cousin, and Soren is one of Adrian's best friends and Derek's lover. And they all play important roles in the book. I found some holes in this one. There's some gaps. Like, there's a battle that happens, and then we jump forward, and then the battle is never talked about. Like, I feel like that was kind of important, and I'm sure she'll talk about it in the third book. But I wanted to know stuff about the fight right away after it happened. Like, what was the major outcome? I assume they won, but casualties and what was the result of them winning this fight? It just sort of, she kind of left things hanging there. I get it's hard to write a series, and there's certain things you got to put to space out, into the third book and whatnot. Obviously there is conquest going on, and there's going to be battles, and there's going to be things that she needs to spread the information out into other books. But I felt like she left gaps. Like, we'd have a chapter and it ended, and then the next one would start, and we wouldn't discuss. She didn't discuss what happened previously. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. The plot was pretty well paced, except for like the jumps. I felt like there was some jumps in there. I mentioned that already. It was definitely predictable. The plot is very similar to From Blood and Ash. That is a really popular thing right now with the morally gray male leads and the super strong, crazy, independent women leads, lady leads, female leads. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with that. The books are really good, and I still enjoyed this book. Like, I read it fairly quickly. I want to know what happens. I'm going to get the third book because I want to know what happens. I found the love story part of it a little blah. I didn't feel chemistry at all. Not serious chemistry between Isolde and Adrian. I felt it was kind of like, they're kind of rocky. They fight a lot. They butt heads. They don't agree on a lot. And to me, it didn't feel, their love doesn't feel genuine. I hope I'm not the only one that feels that way. If you read this book and you see this video, tell me your thoughts. Am I the only one that feels that way? I don't know. I still had emotions. There's sadness and happiness and frustration and anger at the characters. There's a point where I was just so frustrated with how things were and the fighting and the betrayal that I just sort of like put the book down for a day because I didn't want to deal with it. I could compare it to, like I said, From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't know, but I get the impression that those books inspired Scarlett St. Clair greatly for this one, for sure. The Shadow Glass by Rin Chupeco is similar, and The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller, similar to that as well. All great books. The writing was good. The descriptions are good. I felt depth for several of the characters. I feel like Isolde didn't really have a lot of growth in this one. Like, she's kind of stagnant. It was like baby steps. Maybe she'll have more growth in the next book. But yeah. And in Adrian, there's some development going on with this. I guess it's world building and character building for the third book to find out what happens with them. I just don't know. I would give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's a good book. The writing is good. The characters are likable. The plot, the main, like, the background stuff and the political stuff, there's things in it that I find interesting and I want to know what happens, but nothing really stood out to me. I've read books that are similar ideas, right? It's just how you put it out there. And it might be just because I've read too many books like that. Like I said, it is a very popular genre right now in particular, and that might have a part of it to do with it. But yeah, nothing really stood out to me. It's not a bad book. I definitely enjoyed the book. I found the writing good, and I am going to get the third one because I want to find out what happens. But in general, 3 out of 5 stars. I have read better. I do think they are pretty together though, and I'd love to see what the third one is going to look like. And maybe I'll gift it to a friend or do a giveaway if I get enough likes and subscribers. I could turn it into a giveaway of the set. You never know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Give it a like, thumbs up, and a subscription would be great. Help me. If I get enough of them, like I said, I'll do a giveaway. And you guys Have a wonderful evening.